Hey, I'm Gail Cronin.
Hi, I'm Niamh Harrington.
Hi, I'm Ayo Gallagher.
Hello, I'm Liam O'Leary.
We are Enctus UCC.
Since last June, we have 3 fantastic projects that we would like to share with you. Here's just some of the work that we have done this year. Our first project is about helping people grow their own food and flowers while also raising money for hospice and palliative care in Cork. Everyone has seen the effects of the pandemic on the whole country. Everyone has been impacted, especially our community organisations that require local funds to fund their work. For example, Marymount Cork. This hospice services 500,000 people. However, it only receives 60% of its funding from the state and is facing €1.3 million in restoration costs this year. Its usual ways of fundraising have been halted due to the pandemic. This affects every resident of Marymount, residents who are fighting cancer and are under medical care.
At Roots for Life, we help raise money for Marymount through selling vegetable and flower seeds. In our research in lean canvas modelling, we discovered a strong correlation between the type of person who would buy gardening seeds and who would also care for supporting cancer treatment. Our needs assessment survey revealed to us that our target customer is someone who's interested in gardening and on average about 48 years old. Additionally, we discovered that this type of person is much more likely to know or be familiar with someone undergoing therapy for cancer treatment. This makes them much more empathetic to our cause. To fully capitalise on this target market opportunity, we created an online store stocking a wide variety of seeds, from lettuce, carrot and sunflower seeds to our most popular product, which is the seed bomb. These seeds directly go onto community members, who then can plant them in their gardens and open spaces. These seeds can be used as a source of food not only for our customer base, but also for the local wildlife.
Since the beginning of February, we have sold 584 units of seed packets, with a total revenue of €1,616. We have also received €1,000 from City as part of their Pathways to Progress. By the end of year 1, we plan to have 1,500 units of seed packets sold, with a total revenue of €4,000. By the end of year 2, we plan to have €15,000. Our product ranges in price from €2.50 to €3.50, with a product margin of 42%. We plan to give our sales profits each yearly quarter to Marymount, beginning from the start of the summer.
This year, we have identified a real issue created by a global dynamic crisis. Nonetheless, we took personal responsibility over our community and have innovated by connecting sustainability, opportunity and profits. We built the foundation for a continuous revenue stream that provides funds to a worthy local organisation. Our work not only helps those in palliative care, but can also be seen in gardens and green spaces all over Munster.
Our second project, Kiangle, is about helping those in direct provision gain a stronger foothold in Irish society. Imagine what it'd be like to escape a war, run away to a foreign country, a foreign language, and an alien culture. This is a regular experience felt in direct provisions across Ireland. It's these people that we have been working with for the past 3 years to help. In the previous 2 years, Kiangle has worked to improve employment within direct provisions across Ireland. We have done this by working with the local community and the residents to increase chances of employment. But due to an unpredictable economy caused by the pandemic, we saw that we needed to pivot to continue our mission while also maintaining our goal of aiding those within direct provision. From our needs assessment and market research, we found that there is a desire within direct provision to pursue further opportunity and to gain new abilities as a way of further self-empowerment and as a source of additional income. To solve this need, we came up with a simple solution. It was to kindle a spark, a simple candle.
Introducing the Kiangle Candle, a handcrafted scented product made by migrant women and women in direct provision centres around Cork. These dedicated women partake in training workshops where they learn the necessary skills to create candles. These workshops are held over Zoom where the women follow along, physically creating the candle using equipment provided to them by us. Our innovative USP is who the candles are made by, as well as the cause that the customer supports as they purchase our product.
This year, 23 women have completed our workshops in collaboration with Saoirse Ethnic Hands-on Debt Co-op. Since February, we have hosted 3 workshops through Zoom. The women are not just involved in the candle making, they are an integral part in Kengel, and they help with the distribution of raw materials and candles themselves. The women are also very important in the quality control factor of the products made, as well as we invite them to contribute to the look and design of the candles, as it is important for us to get feedback to ensure continued positive impact. Furthermore, the women aren't just involved in the candle making. They are an integral part of Kengel and help provide raw materials and the candles themselves. This also has the benefit of creating additional skills in making retail products that can be used outside of the candle making projects. Don't just take our word for it. Here are just some of the responses from the women who participated in our workshops.
My name is Barry Pule. Something new or something to just, keep our mind off what it was. So it's something that when you meet people, it kind of builds your courage and confidence to, interact with others.
The Kangol candle is a beautiful product with a story in every candle. It is made from eco soy wax, which is more environmentally friendly than the regular candle. It comes in 7 cents and is priced at €13 each, with €10 for an additional candle. You can order through the website online or through an innovative click and collect system through Cork's Nano Nagel, with the share of the profits going back to those who made them.
So far, we have made 260 candles, and we aim to produce 400 more candles in the remainder of the year. The candles cost us just under €6 in raw materials, and Kengel pays the direct provision women €6 per candle for the first 3 candles, then €4 per candle for each candle made after that. This leaves us with €3 per candle for our project to be used in further expansion and equipment. Since late March of 2021, we have sold 42 units of candles, with a sales revenue so far this year of €754, bringing our total project income to €5,754. We plan on selling €16,000 worth of candles, capitalizing on special holidays and Christmas. And our aim for next year is to sell 30,000 worth of candles during 2022.
We plan on further expanding to include Kangol lip balms, soaps and much more, all made by residents of direct provision. Candles are just the starting point. From small beginnings, we believe that now that we've established our business model and built relationships, that over the next few years, we can grow this enterprise. Kangol is a project that took leadership and initiative to establish. We innovated to find a unique selling proposition that turned our idea into sustainable profit. All the while connecting with customers, keeping costs low, and creating an enduring program of training and development with a continuous revenue stream.
Our third project is about cycling and recycling, about taking a waste problem and innovatively turning it into an opportunity. Reframe. Reframe is currently in the design stage of building a bike out of recycled plastic, which uses a bike frame made out of shredded and molded everyday plastic. The remaining bike parts are then sourced responsibly and put together into a bike fit for retail. These bikes will then be sold as a form of commuter transport.
We are en route to making our own shredder and extruder. We will be collecting plastic from all around UCC and Cork City. We plan to collaborate with the precious plastic community and host workshops where all students can get involved. These workshops will allow students to get involved in cycling and recycling. These workshops will allow us to shred and to mould the plastic into sturdy bikes. These bikes will be sold at €400 with a profit margin of 20%.
So far, we've been in talks with UCC to bring our project onto campus. UCC has shown great interest, and they're willing to provide the space and the initial finance for our equipment needed for our workshops. We plan to start a pilot scheme which will have all UCC staff and students able to ride our bikes throughout Cork. We then plan to expand nationally and have our bikes on all Irish roads and lanes.
That's not all we've done this year. UCC and Enctus members have been very involved in fundraising and helping communities in other ways that is not limited just to our projects. As an aside from our project work, we decided to get involved in helping others through through the strenuous time caused by the pandemic. We heard that homelessness were especially hit hard in the COVID-19 pandemic, with organisations like the Simon Community and Focus Ireland struggling to raise money to do their great work. We saw this as something we could bring awareness to and help raise money at the same time. That's why we started the Be the Light campaign, a fundraiser to get people to donate and wear yellow. We not only raised €1,615 through GoFundMe, but also had 20 buildings light up in yellow across Ireland on the 26th of February. We were even featured in the Irish Examiner. The money was split directly between the Simon and Focus.
This year we were very focused and created 78 direct impacts and have raised a total revenue of €8,170. Even with the pandemic fighting us, with physical retail closed and us distanced apart more than ever before, we still managed to have one of the most successful years on record for UCC. All our work so far this year has helped in 10 of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. We don't let challenges stop us. We believe that with innovation and sound entrepreneurship, anything is possible.
Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. We are Enctus UCC.
So now I would like to welcome the UCC team for the Q&A session, and your time begins now.
So the first question for you is, what partners have you worked with on your projects this year? And how much work have your partners undertaken?
For any of us, or for
any of you? Yeah.
I'll start there. So the partners we've worked for, I'm kind of representing the Roots for Life piece of the UCC team. And the partners we've worked for this year are obviously Marymount Hospice. So we're fundraising on behalf of them. And we've also aligned ourselves with UCC Green Campus and Ireland's National Pollinator Plan. So we're selling seed bombs with over 26 seeds in each bomb on average, and they're all native species. So for every seed bomb that's planted, obviously that's very beneficial to the Irish environment and, you know, wildlife and sustainability and ecology. So we've sold nearly 2,500 seed bombs, just under that. I think it's 2,300. So next year now we hope to even expand this even more by working even closely with Irish National Pollinator Plan and Tidy Towns. We've also aligned ourselves with Cork County Council. I'm sure the lads have partners they've also worked with as well.
Yeah, so on the Kiangle side of things, which is our company, which is helping refugees and migrants in direct provision centres, the different partners we have, well, firstly, we're working directly with different direct provision centres in Cork, and we also have a collaboration with Saoirse Ethnic Hands on Deck, which is a group of migrant women who make various products, and we're in a collaboration with them to teach them the necessary skills to make candles, and then also some of the funds we raise go directly to them in their cause. We're also in partnership with, we're still doing a deal with Qualcomm, where we'll be receiving 20 laptops, which we'll be distributing towards refugee children to kind of help them get more access to education. And then we also got a €5,000 grant from the European Students' Union. So I guess that would also be fun.
Okay.
And from Reframe's side, we are quite a new business. So we are still in discussions with some local companies to receive their waste plastics for the construction of our bike frames, which would then be used to make the bikes, which what's it called, is the whole premise of our project. See, these waste plastics would usually be going to Belgium and other countries into their incinerators, and it's just exponentially increasing the amount of CO2 being released into the atmosphere, while us in partnership with these local businesses taking their waste plastics would significantly reduce not only the CO2 from the cars that people would be taking instead of our bikes to and from work, college, anything like this. It's also reducing the transport cost of international travel of these plastics to the incinerators, and obviously the incineration itself. We are also in trying to establish a CSR partnership so that we can get these bikes to the global south as a means of transport for third world countries.
Very good. Can I ask Kangol, could you give us some details about how you measure your social impact?
Yeah, brilliant. So when we're measuring our social impact, I guess first the step is to go with different surveys and stuff that we do with the women directly, so that we find how happy they are with the product. So and the workshops and everything. So we use an NPS score or Net Promoter Score. And this essentially is just a kind of a measure of user satisfaction and kind of loyalty, so that we know if the women undertaking the project, undertaking the workshops are, happy with how the workshops are going, if they would actually promote us to other women through word of mouth. And it kind of, and if they obviously are happy and willing to promote us, then that could lead to more women in direct provision centers joining our cause, and then us growing from that. So our NPS score, just for context, an NPS score ranges from about -100 to 100, and business is on average are 33, but I think anything above 50 is excellent. For example, I think Google was about a 49. Kangol came out of 66, so this just
And your
shows.
time is up.